You may be down, but you are never out of the game. Hello guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks Ace Tanker series. As you can see, today we'll be driving the M7 on the map Mines. So this will be a different kind of a video. I'm not going to demonstrate the possibilities of the M7, and I will not talk much about the map positioning on the mines. I will say a couple of key things like the possibilities for you when you're in your medium tank to go to the the middle of the map, and if you're playing like I'm playing here really badly, you're going to lose the half of your HP while you're climbing up. So what I did here is I made a mistake. I overestimated the speed of the M7. The tank is actually a little bit slower than I thought, and I was too late to climb up the hill. Now, while I was climbing, I lost the half of my health, and now with the fight these two tanks, I'm going to lose the entirety of my health, so I'm on 3 HP, and it was only lucky for me to kill this last tank. I believe it was the T28, because I had a really fast reload than him. Now, this tank is not that special. It's a tier 5 medium tank, but it has a really bad gun. It's a tier 4 gun. With standard rounds you cannot penetrate anything unless you find the sides or the rear of the tanks that are tier 5, as you are. But if you get to tier 6 or tier 7, you will be forced to play it like a light tank and go for the spotting. Now, I am on 3 HP, I am down, but I'm not out of the game, and this is what I was going to show you on this map. Now, you saw me there shooting on that Su-85. The excellent rate of fire allowed me to put some great shots in him. Now I change flanks and start to shoot on this KV-1S and basically pounder him until he dies. So this is what you have to do when you're at low HP like I am here. Never give up. You always have the chance to put shots on your enemies. Just try not to stay spotted or try not to get shot in the awkward situations, and don't find yourself in the bad positions. Now, see me here shooting at the KV-85. I am using the bushes that are in front of me to cover my approach and the shots on the on the Su-85. Now, I do not have shots on this FCM, but what I want to do is try and find the reset on the Panzer III. The game is not going that bad for us. We are winning at this stage of the game. We have more tanks. We are defending the cap nicely here, but I still want to do some more damage and finish the game with as much experience as I can. Now, this position is never going to get me the kill on that Panzer III, but when I climb down the hill, and you have to be really careful when you're on low HP, 3 health can be taken away really fast in these kind of situations where I'm climbing downhill. I have killed myself so many times trying to climb down the hills with no HP. Now I see this Panzer III in front of me. He makes a mistake, moves back, he gets shot from the side, shots from me. He doesn't know where to look and where to shoot, and he is dead. Now that's my 5th kill. Only that's left to do here is kill the KV-1. Now KV-1 has 4 kills, and as this gun only has 19mm of penetration, I'm loading gold, which has around 127, and I'll be trying to take on the KV-1. Now the KV-1 claims his 5th kill. The position where he is allows him to shoot at the advancing tanks, and if you want to root out the KV-1, you should always try and go for the flank in your fast mediums. Now this tank is really mobile. You can flank your enemies, but it doesn't have much HP, and it is going to get penetrated by everything that shoots it, so you have to be really careful. Basically play it as a as a light tank, and go for the flanking shots and the damage. Now I'm hiding here from the KV-1 and don't want to get shot, but as the KV-1 is tracked, I am using the mobility of my tank to go around the KV-1, put shots one after another in his back. He cannot turn his turret fast enough to kill me, and that's a last kill. That's a GG. Let's take a look at the post-game stats. So we are just going to quickly look at the post-game stats, and we are going to get to another game. So we got a couple of medals like Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, High Caliber medal, a Top Gun medal, and of course the Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. On the team score sheet we can see that I finished first with 1000 experience, 6 kills and 2000 damage. On the detailed report you can see that I fired very accurately 32 shots, of which 28 hit the target and 27 penetrated. Now with all those ghost shells I nearly lost all of my credits. Now let's get back to the next game with the T32. Hello guys, once again, and now we are driving the T32 on map Thundra. Now I want to show you one thing that happens to me a lot of in the game of World of Tanks, and that is the entirety of the team goes to one side of the map and you are forced to defend the other side. So the positioning of my team is everybody on the zero line and we will win like that. So that's not the case. Every time that one team goes to one line, they get either killed or stopped in their tracks and get flanked by the opponents. Now what I want to show you here is another replay of being down on the luck and not being out of the game. So I'm driving the T32 and me and this size 3 that is behind me are only ones who are going to defend the 1, 2 and 3 lines on this map, which is really bad if you take a look at this. On the enemy team there is one heavy more than we can take, and that's the E100. Now the penetration on the T32 is really bad and you're not going to penetrate the E100 from the front, and I can assure you that that E100 is going to come out of that one line eventually. Now the Ferdinand here is the first tank that we spot, and there was a Batchet back on the middle of the map, but he is not our primary target. Now there is that E100 that I was talking about and the Jag Tiger behind him, and all that I can do here is try not to get shot and then die. Now why am I staying in this position and not running away like a coward to another side of the map? Well, when you are in this kind of matchup you have the tank that can hold up on its own against a lot of damage, and that's the T32 with excellent cupola. So I'm going to use my tank as a spotter and try and find the shots on the enemy tanks that are advancing. Now this was a mistake by me. I overcommitted here to shoot at the Ferdinand, but luckily that cupola that I was talking about was enough to stop the shots from the enemy tanks, even from that T100 that was shooting gold shells. 330 penetration on the gold shell, and I was able to survive. Now this Batchet may make me some trouble, but he is ignoring me. He wants to take out that Type 61 and he is going to succeed. But one thing that he wasn't taking into consideration is the tank destroyers that are capping behind me on the 9 and 0 position. Excellent positioning there by the tank destroyers, and a couple of mediums that are on the hill. Now this C100 is keen to go forward and kill me, and look what happens to him. He gets tracked and again tracked and again shot in the tracks. Now this T34 plays really nicely here, goes out, shoots me, but the T100 is still tracked, and I'm going for the tracks, and he lost all of its HP due to this stupid move that he made here, trying to kill the tier 8 tank. And I claimed the kill. Now the game is going fine. It's not that great for me because I wasn't able to move from this position, but as you can see I have 3 kills, which is not bad, and at the end of the game I'm going to have a lot of spotting damage and a lot of tracking damage on that E100. So all that's left to do here is claim the artilleries and do maybe some more damage on this E50. Now the steel tank destroyers are doing a great job behind me, putting shots on the E50 and not allowing him to force me to take damage. So I was lucky here not to get shot by the artillery. That was one of the key things that they should have done, is take out the spotter in the middle. That was me and the IS-3, and then proceed to shoot on the hill where the most of our team was. Now all that's left to do here is kill the T29, and we are going to finish this game. It is going to probably be a T69 which is rushing the position of the T29. Any second now. Yep, that's a GG, and let's take a look at the post-game stats. Well, there is not a lot to show in this T32 replay. Got a couple of medals like Spotter, Shellproof, Duelist, Fire for Effect, and of course the Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. On the team score sheet you can see that I finished first with 2000 damage, 3 kills and 1445 experience. Now on the detailed report, one important thing is to see that I had over 5000 assistance damage in the heavy tank, and also 2500 block damage from all of those shots shooting at my turret. And also I did 12 shots, from which 11 hit the target and 8 penetrated. It was a really nice game, and I hope that I showed you how you should always play your games, never give up and never surrender, no matter the situation you're in. Thank you all for watching. If you didn't like the video, drop a dislike or leave a comment how I can improve the channel. And if you liked the video, hit the like button, share and subscribe for more content, as it really helps me out a lot. And then also don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Google Plus to get the new content first, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And if you're wondering what to watch next, hit the little I button in the top right corner and it will lead you to another video. See you guys next time.